Hello, I'm Jason.
Hello. You usually say that bit.
That's Greg. This is Tea and Toast. Coming up on today's episode, we're talking about the greatest action TV series from the 80s.
Well, there's only one. Two.
Oh, there's several actually.
There's about 8 actually, isn't there?
So, there's a reason that we're talking about the greatest 80s TV series, aren't we? Action TV series, Greg.
I mean, honestly, it's going to be spectacular.
The reason is, we are going to, for the Love of the 80s Comic-Con in Scotland on the 10th and 11th of November. Still tickets available, I believe.
6 hours.
It is a 6-hour drive, but it's so going to be worth it because the lineup of 80s stars and attractions there is just amazing. They're not paying us to say this. We're going there and we're going to see loads of 80s stars.
No, they're not paying us, but when we get there, we certainly want to be looked after.
Just to give you a taste of who's going to be there, this isn't just...
Don't start high, start low.
This isn't just TV series, I'm talking about all the guests here. You've got 3 of the cast of E.T., so that's Elliot, his mum and his brother. Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters?
Ray Parker Jr. himself, who doesn't do Comic-Cons, but is going to be there. You've got the guy who played the bad guy.
Do you think we can get him to say it like that?
What?
Ghostbusters!
Maybe.
Do you think we can get him to do that?
Yeah,
that's a challenge, that is, isn't it?
And, of course, you've got Ernie Hudson, is that his name? Played Winston. Yeah, Ernie Hudson. William Atherton, who played Walter Peck and Ray Parker Jr. From Battlestar Galactica, the original TV series. You've got, this is going to perk you up a bit, Dirk Benedict, who was obviously also Face in the 80s.
That's all I'm interested in. Face, it's 18.
Herbert Jefferson played Boomer, Jack Stouffer, who played Bojane, Terry Carter, who played Teague, lots of them. Sylvester McCoy and Sophie Aldred, who were the Doctor and his companion in the 80s.
No idea.
Of course, snooker legends, Dennis Taylor and Willie Thorne.
Why are you there?
Then, we're getting on to the ones that makes Greg excited.
I will be crying quite a lot at this Comic-Con.
In the same venue, at the same time... What was that?
I don't know.
I've left the sound on my phone.
It's alright, don't worry about it. We'll edit that bit out.
Rex Smith, a.k.a. Street Hawk, and David Hasselhoff, a.k.a. Michael Knight, are at the same place.
Both with their machines.
With Kit and with...
It's Rex Smith. You might know me as Jesse Mach, Street Hawk. Then again, you might know me as the original Daredevil. Where are you going to be November 10th and 11th? I'm going to be in Scotland at the For the Love of the 80s Comic-Con. You're going to meet this guy, and you're going to meet that guy right there. Oh yeah, that's our hero. And there's my buddy Lou. The Hulk and I reunited. Not only that, I'm going to be reunited with Street Hawk. It's going to be a big event. I'm going to be there. You're going to be there. Right on.
Street Hawk. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
When is that going to happen again in our lifetime? Well, maybe at the next 80s Comic-Con.
Probably. Oh, don't forget the wrestler.
What wrestler?
Bret the Hitman Hart's going to be
Bret
there.
the Hitman Hart there?
Yeah.
Oh. Zach Galligan from Gremlins played the lead.
Bret the Hitman Hart.
Very good.
You're not interested, are you?
I am, but not as much as you. Sam Jones,
Bret Hart.
otherwise known as Flash Gordon. Lou Ferrigno, or Ferrino, depending on how you say it. The Hulk.
The original Hulk.
Had me hiding behind the sofa when I was a kid. Bret Hart, he was next on the list. And loads of other 80s stars. Plus,
But again, before we carry on, Willie Thorne.
Well, he's an 80s star, snooker legend. Some people are really into snooker. I'm really into snooker, so I would like to see Willie Thorne.
Why are you there, Willie?
That's like saying, for someone who doesn't like wrestling, why is Bret the Hitman Hart there? Why is he there? Because people love them, Greg. You'll also be able to see E.T. Street Hawk bike.
What's E.T. short for?
Because it's got little legs. Hey!
Are you?
18 van.
The 18 van's there as well?
Yeah.
You didn't mention that within the pack of Street Hawk and Knight Rider.
Gizmo is there.
The DeLorean's there as well.
The DeLorean is there.
Oh.
Some Daleks and a TARDIS.
Oh.
Twiki from Buck Rogers. The other thing is Buck Rogers himself is there, the guy who played Buck Rogers. And Number Johnny 5 is there as well. Short Circuit.
Oh God, we're going to be crying all the way around, aren't we?
It's going to be an amazing event. But
there won't be much words coming from my mouth, you know, that particular...
A bit like now. But this has inspired us to talk about our favourite TV series from the 80s, hasn't it, Greg?
Are we going to do a road trip film?
Yes, let's do it.
Like in the car?
Road trip.
Start off all happy, don't you, when you set off, and then 3 hours in, we're arguing. 4 hours in, I've kicked him out.
So yes, what, Greg, I mean, I don't even need to ask you this question. What was your favourite TV series, action series in the 80s?
It's got to be, really, hasn't it? I mean, I'm going to go with... Yeah, I've got to go with it, Jason. What? What did you say?
What is it?
What did you say?
Knight Rider.
Oh yeah, it's got to be Knight Rider, isn't it? I was going to go with just the two of us.
What, with Nicholas Lyndhurst?
Right, pen. Oh, that's another one, isn't it?
That's Just Good Friends.
Just Good Friends, that one. Yeah, that was it. Just Good Friends.
It's not an 80s action series, is it?
Oh, it's
Although
Knight Rider.
there was a bit of action going on with him and Pep.
Oh, that you.
Yeah, so Knight Rider, of course, was Greg's favourite, and I am also a big fan of Knight Rider and Street Hawk.
Street Hawk had to be it as well. I mean, the thing is, if you was a kid and you loved Knight Rider,
then
you had to love Street Hawk.
Because it was Knight Rider on a bike, wasn't it?
Was you ever disappointed he didn't speak?
Bike?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever really thought about it.
I always thought it should speak.
As you know, I did make up my own words to the theme tune.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that, ever.
I'll see if I can find the clip where I sang it and put it in.
Please don't, ever. Someone said these chairs look uncomfortable. I honestly don't know what you're talking about.
Knight Rider, Greg, how many seasons?
4.
Street Hawk, how many seasons?
1.
Why? 13 episodes, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, the one was like the movie tester, wasn't it? I wonder why. What we could ask him.
Yeah.
Why did it stop?
Why don't we ask him that, and also ask him about all of the people that started their career in Street Hawk as well? Because if you watch the series, there's quite a few big-name actors who were in episodes of Street Hawk. George Clooney springs to mind.
Yes, he was in the very first one.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, played a motorcycle rider, didn't he?
Yeah, with lots of hair.
Yeah, yeah.
Weird.
But that's the thing you find in these 80s TV series. When you rewatch them now, you'll see a face that you recognise and think, oh, they were in that. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. So, other TV series that we have to talk about, of course, the A-Team, Greg.
I watched an episode the other day, all the way through, and I haven't seen one for, it's got to be a few years now, and, oh, they were brilliant.
Yeah, very formulaic. That's why it won.
But it was a slightly different audience to Knight Rider, I think. It was a bit more adulty, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. And it was kind of the same show every week, wasn't it? With a difference. We loved it because of that. Because somebody needed help from the A-Team.
And we're all waiting for one bit, aren't we?
Yeah, they got in touch with them. They go to help them. There's always a showdown with the bad guys. They get captured or something. They get captured and put in a barn with loads of parts and a welding machine and stuff.
And they come out of the tank?
So the music starts. They come out with a cabbage thrower and they defeat all the men with guns with the cabbage thrower. It's amazing, isn't it? And they used to use, and I think this is true for Knight Rider and stuff like this, but Glenn Larson has said that he used to buy stock footage. So if he wanted a helicopter crash, rather than going to the expense of crashing a helicopter, he would buy stock footage of a helicopter crash. But in the stock footage, the helicopter would like blow up to pieces, and then when they cut back to the other one, there'd be like bits of the helicopter at the bottom. They'd all get out and go, "Oh, my head."
It's funny. I always remember that helicopters you never saw it crash. You just saw it go behind a mountain.
I remember the crashes, but the stock footage
Just goes behind a mountain,
and then
the explosion.
We were spoilt for choice in the 80s. If you were a sci-fi fan, there was, of course, things like Battlestar Galactica, which was brilliant. There was Buck Rogers, which I remember watching when I was a kid, and Buck Rogers is obviously going to be there too.
See, I had this discussion with my wife the other day about. I said I had the best being in the 80s was genuinely the best time, I think, for TV entertainment.
Well, one of the lights has gone out, Greg.
Should we just carry on?
We'll carry on.
We're professional. And I backed that up with her, and she said, yeah, but for instance, our child will never know. So they'll think their childhood was the greatest. But was it though? Because we literally had stuff that has never been around again since, like Knight Rider and Street Hawk 18, Superman the movie and all that. It was magical.
I don't think that nostalgia will ever be the same again.
No, I don't. I think you're right.
The nostalgia that we have for when we were kids. Because if you look at my nephew, who's now 21, 22, he used to watch things like Barney and stuff like that, which is still on the TV all the time. So there isn't this, oh my God, I remember that kind of thing with them, is there? Which we get when we see things. If I look through a Looking magazine and I'll see something and I'll think, oh, flipping out, I don't remember, I haven't remembered that for ages, do you know what I mean? We have that nostalgia where the stuff that was on when we were kids is still a little bit hard to get hold of.
I agree, totally agree.
There's more and more of it coming on YouTube now, which is fantastic. So, we are going to the For the Love of the 80s Comic-Con to see all of those TV series that we've just talked about. It's going to be, I think, the greatest weekend of our life.
Well, considering you've been married and had 2 kids, that's a hell of a statement.
That was alright.
I didn't say that though, that's fine. I wouldn't be surprised if this didn't make the cut on YouTube.
My wife doesn't watch this. Yours does.
That's why I think my greatest day of my life was meeting my wife.
Oh man, pass me a bucket. There's nothing on there.
There's nothing on there.
Greg, can you get on with it? I'm going to edit all this out. Paper cut.
Oh, it's not on there, is it? Face recognition. What phone was it you got again, Jason? Jason?
An iPhone, Greg.
Which iPhone is it, Jason?
7.
Oh. Jason. Vincent van Gogh walks into a bar and the bartender offers him a drink. No thank you, said Vincent. I've got one here. You see, when I say one ear...
Like most other home computers, the Commodore 64 is small and very agile. Unlike most other home computers, it has an enormous 64K memory. This means you can use more exciting and advanced software programs and get so much more enjoyment out of your home computer. The Commodore 64. Remember, it costs less than £230, and don't forget, it has the enormous memory.
Right, pay attention, Bond. This is the Sinclair ZX Spectrum Plus 2. It's a fully operational computer with 128K memory, but it comes with 3 James Bond games and a light gun that fires armor-piercing shells. Now that's your assignment. No, don't sit in that chair. Sorry, Bond. Haven't perfected that yet. The Sinclair ZX Spectrum Plus 2.
What's the matter?
Well, new set, new ideas, same content, things like that. And you said that voice thing would go on Facts for You last week.
No, it didn't. I put it in. Although some people said you didn't do the voices for Facts for You, so unless they're not hearing it.
Do they think my voice is genuinely like this? Facts for You!
Maybe. And mine's Facts for You!
Well, I'm not saying it anymore anyway. So that's it. Because you put that... It was funny at first, I suppose, but 6 months on...
What, a bit like your joke? This is, Greg, facts for you.
What he said.
Do you want to go first, or shall I?
I'll go first, Jason. I'm
Fact for you.
Sylvester Stallone in Rocky IV wanted to make sure the boxing scenes looked real, Jason. So he instructed Dolph to actually hit him, and a punch to his chest left him in intensive care for 4 days.
Wow. That's
Fact.
a commitment, isn't it?
For you.
Mine's along those sort of lines. Greg, about movie stars.
Well, you clearly just looked at what I've found and trying to find one. But
I don't think that happened, did it? My fact, Greg,
seconds out.
is along those lines. That
Go on,
movie star. The Rock,
Yeah.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson,
If you smell what
the highest paid actor in Hollywood currently,
Yeah.
travels with his own private gym of £40,000 of equipment, and it has over 100 crew to build that gym at each of his filming locations.
Different world, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is a different world, isn't it? I mean, all I want is a cup of tea. What?
We haven't got any crew to make you a cup of tea. And that's £40,000 in weight, not in cost.
We had to sack all the crew, didn't we? It's not going well, is it?
Yeah, I couldn't afford it. I had to lay them off. Sorry, crew.
Tea lady's gone. Sound's gone. Well, as you can hear.
Yeah, doing it all ourselves now.
Wallpapering ourselves.
Ourselves?
I did all the wallpapering ourselves.
I did the wall.
Moved the television ourselves.
Anyway, haven't we got another section to do?
Yes, because that was...
Fact for you.
Oh, damn.
That is the end of this episode this week. We'll see you again.
Hold on.
Oh, forgot about this.
Hold on.
If you'd like to send us anything, please send us an email to tnt@totgu.com. That's tnt@totgu.com.
It does not have to be in
It
capitals.
does not.
Oh, did I get you with a
It's
tip?
getting harder every week.
Just forget that, I think.
Thank you, Greg.
I'm not responding to that.
That's the end of the show.
Ciao.
We will see you again next time on Tea and Toast.
Next time?
Next time.
That was very news reporter. Anyway, we'll see you soon.
Bye.